Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to do a rapid-fire NFL 2022 draft tier list. So how this is going to work, we're going to have 1 minute for each team. We're going to list off what they helped and what they needed. And, hey, we're going to have to pick a letter that it goes in by the end of that 1 minute. I got the timer right here.
Oh, this is going to be so fun.
Are we ready?
Oh, man.
Send it. All right, we're starting off with the Tennessee Titans.
Why would you not start with the Cardinals?
No, we're starting with how they somebody.
Okay, all right.
Malik Willis.
Let's be real quick.
Malik Willis. Traylon Burks.
Okay, this is the draft story is they got rid of A.J.
Dog,
Brown.
their biggest
Yes.
need right now is a receiver. They got rid of it.
Yes.
Yeah, they got Traylon Burks, but come on. He's not
They
A.J.
got
Brown.
Malik Willis, which was the third quarterback taken. And, again, all these teams passed on him 3 times for a reason.
Okay, so that's exciting. I hate the A.J. Brown trade so
I do
much.
too.
They trade
Yes.
for A.J. Brown. They get somebody that could be A.J.
But
Brown.
he wanted to be gone anyway.
I
So
don't
that might
like
have been
it.
the best value they could have got for him.
I don't like it. The Willis is awesome. That's a good pickup. They get an
didn't get-
offensive tackle round.
I don't think
3.
it's enough to give him, like, a good tier list, though, rating.
They didn't get a guard or
Linebacker.
linebacker.
Outside linebacker.
And
Outside
honestly,
linebacker.
I don't like Roger McCreary that much. I'm
Yeah.
giving him a D.
I'm
I'll
going
give him a
going
D.
D also.
I think at the draft, I don't think they really hit home on anybody.
No.
They took a running back in the,
They got Malik Willis.
Yeah, they got
Yeah, but
somebody
that's
to back up Derrick
unproven.
Henry. They got someone to back up Derrick Henry.
They already
if Derrick
had
Henry
that,
goes
though.
All right, time. I say D.
I say
See.
Yeah, D is fine.
D.
All right.
Wow,
Nice.
that's harsh.
All right,
That's
next up,
harsh.
Miami
Hey.
Dolphins.
All right, we're going.
Now, they got Tyreek Hill, so
Yes.
they didn't have, first round?
No.
Or did they?
I don't think they had a first or second,
They
did
didn't
they?
get anything they wanted. They needed an offensive tackle. Didn't get it. Defensive tackle. Nope. Running back. Nope.
Okay,
Defense-
Yes,
Okay,
with
so-
Tyreek Hill.
So real quick, do we judge this that they got Tyreek Hill for a first
Yes.
round
I-
pick?
yeah.
because
Does that
that was
count?
part of their picks. So,
yeah, but if we're
Or are
ready,
we just doing the draft? Or are we
That's
just
what I'm
judging
saying.
the
but how
draft?
much can you judge? They had third.
We
first,
just
and
we
two
just threw
sevens.
AJ Brown in there. We just threw AJ Brown in there.
Yeah.
So you have to
But
put
that was
Tyreek
during the
Hill.
draft. That was a trade that happened.
Yeah,
during
but this
the
is
draft.
4 draft picks.
That's
It
facts, that's facts.
That's what I'm
it
saying,
helps with the
all they had
draft.
was a
Yeah, but
third,
they-
fourth, and
they-
two sevens. What could they really
they
do
needed
with that?
40
Five-
seconds.
they needed 5 things, and then they got one of them.
I agree. I don't think they had the best, but Tyreek Hill I think is a really
Yeah,
good
but by the
pickup
time
for
they
them.
could pick, who that good would even be there? I mean, yeah, sure, you could say they still just take a
I don't know,
shot on
Dolphins-
somebody.
Dolphins got an
They
all-around
picked-
solid team. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
really-
agree.
Dolphins have a
They
solid
got a
team.
wide receiver.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
No. They
Oh, in the
drafted-
draft
This is
too?
a confused.
They
All
drafted-
right, 1 minute.
C. This is
F.
I say
F.
C. I say C.
Oh.
F.
Does that bump it down to a D then?
I
That's
don't know.
F.
3
dude.
C's. That's consensus.
Yeah, that's a consensus.
Yeah, but that is awful.
I don't think it's. But
I
you
don't
can't
think.
say because they got Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, and what if somebody gets hurt?
All right,
They
Jets.
drafted a wide receiver.
Okay.
Okay, Jets, we're going to waste time. I say
Best
A.
draft.
or
Best
S.
draft. in
I
my
say
opinion.
S. Yeah,
I say S. They hit everything that
No,
they
I know
needed, in
Tom's
my
going to be like,
opinion.
oh, it's going to be an A because the Ravens are probably an S.
No,
but
no,
no,
no.
come
Yeah,
on, the
are we allowed
Jets-
to have multiple teams at?
Yeah,
S
you
teams?
can't,
Sure,
bro.
you
They
can.
hit. They hit.
They
You can't
cannot
even
say
deny
they
that they
didn't.
didn't.
Jermaine
hit.
Johnson fell to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got 3 first-round picks. They hit on all
They
3.
got Brees
Yes.
Hall, too.
I mean, we'll see if they pan out. But
Exactly. Exactly.
I
Which
can't
is
even hate on it because Garrett Wilson's my favorite wide receiver coming out of the draft, so I like that. Johnson.
They got
falls to
Sauce.
26.
Come on.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
and again, it's not proven, but they got arguably the best running back in the draft,
Yeah.
like TJ just mentioned. Like I think they hit.
Which
Dude.
I'm
I'm not
a
even
fan
trying
of.
to be that dude that caused a ruckus because normally I like to
Dude, cause a
go
ruckus.
against the grain. I'm
Go
not
ahead.
going to cause a ruckus on this. It's hard not to say S.
It's
tier.
it's hard to
let's be
cause
real.
a ruckus in a minute.
Like
they got
the
too many
Jets,
people with the same last name.
the
so-
Jets are actually getting people excited about their team.
Yeah.
and
Which
that's
is
what
hard
they
to
did
do.
in the draft.
That is
Yeah.
hard to do.
All right, that's time.
If you're the Jets, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
All right, Bengals.
They got
Bengals?
Daxton
Starting.
Hill.
Okay, so
About
they
it.
pick up a safety in the first
Yeah.
round, right?
About
Which
it.
I don't think is
I
terrible.
I don't know. They got Jesse Bates.
Uh-huh.
I wish they would have taken a corner. 'Cause I
So a
think-
lot of people are saying they got the safety because
No, no, no.
Jesse Bates might be gone.
Not-
like whenever
Believe
he
it.
has to
They didn't
re-sign.
take one safety. They took 3.
They took
What?
3
Yeah, that
safeties?
is true. They took their
They
first
took
and
3
second were
safeties.
safeties, and then their 5th round picks is safety.
Why
That's
did
a
they
big
take
no-no, in my
3
opinion.
safeties, no cornerbacks?
Yeah, that's a big no-no. They took
One offensive tackle.
Yeah, why do you take 3 safeties?
No
That is a
guards.
big frustration.
3
I don't-
safeties is
and they
weird.
traded, I think, to maybe even get that 2nd round safety.
Unless one of them's a potential like candidate to trade over to a cornerback position, but again, I don't know. Man, I don't think that's.
I'm
the
not
smartest.
vibing
Nope.
that. I think
I
they
don't-
could have got Booth at the pick 31. I think
Yeah.
they should have won him if they're going to go safety in the 2nd round.
Granted,
Honestly, I think they had the worst draft out of all the teams in the AFC North.
yeah.
I think
Oh,
the
yeah,
Browns
yeah,
even did
yeah,
better,
yeah.
and they didn't even have a
Yep.
first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I hate
do.
to say it. I think they even reached on their first round.
All
pick.
right, 1 minute.
I'm giving
I
it
say
a D.
D.
I'm giving it a D.
I'm
Yeah.
giving it an F. You take 3 safeties in your draft.
D.
I mean, they probably have some sort of plan behind it. But
That's
then
what I'm
again, if you're
thinking.
drafting a safety, you have to have confidence that safety is going to
So you take
step up
3
and
of them, I
play.
guess.
So
One of them's
taking-
not paying out,
Yeah.
right?
That's why I feel like there's
especially whenever you already have
Yeah.
maybe the best in the NFL already.
All right, Cleveland.
Cleveland
They
Browns.
didn't have their first pick was in the 3rd round.
Well, they had 3 third-round
They got
picks.
a lot
Eh?
of players.
And again, this is because of the whole Deshaun Watson situation. This is what it's going to look like for years to come.
Hey, they took
I
a punter.
feel.
Right.
They
So
took
we
a punter.
talking Deshaun Watson here
Yeah.
because those picks got
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we are.
taken away.
And
Yeah,
again,
because of
even
that.
that's an unproven thing because again, we don't know how long his suspension is going to be. We don't know what he's going to be like whenever he comes back. I think obviously it's I don't think he's going to be terrible. I'll
Right.
say that. But again, we don't know how good he's going to be. Is he going to be the same Deshaun Watson we've seen in Houston?
I don't know. They hit good
I
positions.
was gonna say they did. They got defensive tackle.
They got a
defensive end,
receiver, which they
receiver.
need.
I am
Yeah.
interested in Alex Wright alongside Miles Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him in the
Uh-huh.
3rd round. I actually thought it was a good value pick right there.
I agree.
And he's going to get a lot of what is it? What am I trying to say? Miles Garrett's going to take
Value.
all the people from him.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
in double
So he's
team.
got an opportunity.
More
Yeah.
opportunity, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
kinda
I give him
excited.
a B.
I'd give him
I'll give
an
it-
A
I'll give him
for
a B
their draft,
too.
To be honest with you.
All right, that's
I
time.
mean, for what they did, I'm going to give it a C. Like,
I'm gonna
give
give
it
a B. I
Because,
think-
Deshaun Watson, I'm not getting down with all that. Like,
I
that
think it's a
trade.
B then. I don't
No,
either.
I agree,
You're
but-
right. Yeah. Is that B? I think.
So it's kind of crazy. We give the best grade so far a team that doesn't even have the first
Yeah.
2 picks.
All right, now we got the
Well, no,
Jags,
the
who had the
Jags.
first pick overall, and they took Trayvon Walker.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that pick at all anymore.
Yeah,
his
we-
stats in college weren't there. He had a
Yep.
great combine, and they
Yep.
jumped on that quickly.
Right. The thing about Trayvon Walker, we got to remember there was a lot of really good people there. They had a lot of people drafted
Georgia,
in
the whole first round
Yep.
was like Georgia. I
Right.
mean,
No, it was.
especially the whole defensive line
Uh-huh.
was in the draft, and
You're
they're all
right.
first round like value.
Right. So you got to think those
Kobe
people,
Dean dropped hella far, but he was great on Georgia.
Mhm.
Like
those other guys on the defensive line could be affecting his stats in a negative way because they're all good.
That is
so
true.
they're all eating at the same time.
I still think I would have took Hutchinson over him.
But is he
I
able to
agree.
is he able to get in there because of everybody else being good too? That's another argument that you can make.
That's true. 'Cause
So-
it's hard to block all of them.
Exactly.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like now looking back on it, I think they should have taken Evan Neal. That's
Evan
my
Neal.
favorite player in the draft.
Oh wow.
Now
Sure.
looking
I
back,
mean, they got
Okay.
a center. They
Who'd
got
they move
Luke
up to get?
Fortner, Devin
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Okay.
Which
okay.
I don't know if I agree
Wow.
with that because
No,
then they also
I
took
like that.
Chad Muma. They also took Chad Muma.
Yeah, I mean,
All right,
teams
that's-
are going to
that's
take
time.
more of the same position. Okay.
I'm gonna go with.
You need
Oh
multiple
man.
linebackers.
I'm gonna go C. Now looking at it, yeah.
It's hard.
I think it's like a low B,
I
high
think they got a
C.
steal on Lloyd. I like what they did.
I do
with
too. I
Lloyd.
like Lloyd.
I don't like what they did
How's
with.
Jack leaving. All right, I'm giving it a B.
I'll give it a C.
I'm gonna C.
Yeah.
Now we got
I definitely
Detroit.
don't agree with that first round pick. as much.
Second pick in the
All right,
draft,
we're
they got Aiden Hutchinson. who
Which
Good
is-
I
pick.
thought-
Great pick.
great
He's
for
coming
them.
home. They
Number
trade up
one.
to get Jameson Williams.
Yep.
Solid as long as his injury doesn't impact him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
They got defensive end,
Mm-hmm.
safety, tight end. I mean, they hit all different positions.
I like what they did. They're obviously a team that needs a lot. It's a whole rebuild right here again. I think they were building for the future, and they got a lot of big pieces.
Yeah.
Kind of how the Jets did,
I,
truthfully.
mean, I think they did the best with what they had,
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly. I mean, it was kind of the cards that they were dealt, but they didn't screw up on it. They didn't pick a different,
Their
player.
team, I'm surprised, didn't maybe take a running back, but
Mm-hmm.
I like what they did.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
sorry.
what
I'm
they
cool
did.
with it. I think they had a
I
good
want to
draft.
give them an A.
I'm gonna give him a B.
I'll give him an A too. Actually,
It's
I
all-
was debating. I think
all
it
about
is.
the-
I'll give him an A. I mean, the receiver, that's huge for
They
them.
hit on it,
Aiden
yeah.
Hutchinson, great
Mhm.
pick, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I look at, obviously, the first, 1 to 3 rounds the most here. And
Right. Well, I mean, they hold the most weight by a long
Yeah.
shot.
Oh, for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Absolutely.
I'm giving them a B because we're looking at this next team, and I'm giving this next team an A. The
We
Vikings.
can have multiple.
Oh, dude.
The
Vikings
got
an
messed
A?
up heavy by trading
All right,
away
we're
that
starting.
pick to not. Oh, my God.
Andrew Booth Jr. in the second round.
Okay, but look what they could have had Kyle Hamilton, and they
Yeah.
said, no, we're just going to trade this pick away and get
Yeah.
another safety.
Yeah, but they did get another safety, and he's a good, potentially good player.
Okay,
I don't know how to
could have
say
had
his last
Kyle
name,
Hamilton,
Lewis.
though. They could
Lewis.
have had Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, but,
But
there's
maybe they
no,
weren't
there's
big
no
on it. Maybe they
guarantee
weren't
that
big on
he's
him.
gonna be good. You're saying that like he's like guaranteed to be good.
Okay, you can say that about any of these players, though.
Yeah, but with the names that they got, like Andrew Booth Jr. in the second round, and they hit on every single position that they needed to get.
Thing. I mean, you're not wrong. Lewis Cine, I feel like, is a little bit of a reach even
Yeah.
at the end of the first round.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of where, the value that they got in the trade to trade back to pick 32
Mhm.
was horrendous
Yeah.
in my
Yeah,
opinion.
exactly.
That
That's the
yeah,
thing.
okay, that I would
They should
I
have
would do that
gotten a
plus.
lot more
Yeah.
value with where
Yeah.
were they at? Like pick 13?
12 or 13. I think they were
Yeah.
12.
And
yeah.
they went all the way
Mhm.
back, and they
Mhm.
still had to give up their second
Yep.
round pick
Yep.
also.
All right, that's time.
That's.
This is tough, man.
All
But
right.
they got a good.
I'll
deal
give it
with
a
Booth.
C.
I'll give it a C also.
B.
I'm going D. I'll go C.
I'll go C. Yeah.
Man.
They started off real cool, but they kind of peaked
Alright,
up.
Tampa Bay. This is like a quiet team in the draft.
Yeah.
Really, I don't even.
So all right. So what did Tampa Bay do here?
They got Logan Hall in the second round.
So yeah, they didn't have a
Good on
first
people.
round.
They didn't get an offensive guard or defensive tackle, which is two of their big needs. But
It's like we're picking a team that doesn't even have many needs to begin
They took a
with.
It's
running
like with the
back
Chargers,
because Ronald
kinda
Jones
system.
isn't on the
They took-
team anymore, right?
they took two
Well,
tight
they
I
signed
don't-
Leonard Fournette to a
Yeah.
deal.
I know,
like a
but you
3-year
always
deal.
want a second guy.
they
Yeah.
took two tight ends and a punter.
They did take a punter. Apparently, this punter
Are
might be
they-
actually like pretty cracked.
The punter god or whatever, is that who they took?
Dude, there
Is
was
that the
like
guy?
a couple punters got some. The Ravens took a punter, I think, and then a couple rounds later, I think it was the
Okay.
Bucs who took a punter.
Really?
Like
There's some
almost
dude
back to
that
back.
has like I've seen all his like highlights or whatever. He has like the craziest
Oh, there
backspin
was
I've
a
ever
really
seen.
good punter in this draft.
Yeah.
I don't remember who he was.
Let's
think
do
it
with the
might have
backspin
been
one.
I don't know. I give them a D.
Okay, I mean they got Logan Hall at defensive end. That's probably a position they could
Yeah.
use. Like,
They're a team that see,
All right,
but they didn't hit
time.
the secondary.
the
that
secondary is
well.
where they should have hit.
Yeah.
And that's
You're
I
right.
don't like that.
I think I'm gonna go with D. Again, they
think
didn't
D.
do anything crazy. There were some positions that they should have hit on that
They
they
didn't hit the
didn't hit on.
secondary, which was their biggest
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
true.
going
We've
D.
been talking about that the
Uh-huh.
whole time. I'll give them a D also.
Yep.
That was their biggest weakness that
Yep.
they had last
And
year.
they had an early second round pick, and they didn't use. They could have got Booth with that pick, honestly, and they didn't. So, all right,
San
All right, next.
Fran.
49ers?
Yeah, so they traded away their pick to get Trey Lance,
Yeah.
obviously, last year.
Mhm.
So they weren't working with the first round pick. Another team. I mean, there were a lot of teams that didn't have a first round pick. They
they're
pick up
another
Drake
team that
Jackson.
needed some secondary help.
They
Waited
took
till
a
the fifth
quarterback.
round to get a corner. Took one in the sixth also.
They took
Okay.
Brock Purdy in the 7th round, which is kind of surprising.
You think?
Yes, it's a quarterback.
They took a running
So,
back in the third
It
round.
could make sense though if they're trying to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Have somebody behind Trey Lance.
Yeah. Drake Jackson can fit in with their team pretty well, I feel like. So, I mean, what was he, a second round pick?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Late
not
second.
like incredibly exciting.
No,
It's not incredibly exciting.
it's not. But again, they picked what they wanted to do last year with Trey Lance. That was
Right.
their first round pick. That was their heavy hitter. And again, they haven't really used him.
Yeah. I feel like they know what they're doing at the linebacker position, especially with Fred Warner there.
Yeah. Mm.
They could have upgraded offensive line a little bit. They didn't do that.
All right.
Oh, they did in the fourth.
That's time. I'm going to go with a C.
C.
I think C.
I feel like we're being pretty
I'm gonna
harsh,
say
but hey,
Sure.
I'm gonna say D.
And that's why it's a 1 minute round.
we're also
Yeah, on
is
the
quick.
clock, baby. On
like,
the
our
clock.
brains got to be thinking
Yeah.
so fast.
All right.
Yeah.
Falcons.
Let's go, dude. I'm
All right.
so stoked with
Hey,
what
I'm
they
just
did.
gonna say it right now. They reached on Drake London.
No, they didn't.
No,
He's
they
the
did
third
not.
best wide receiver at best in the
You
draft.
think
Absolutely not,
Jameson
dude.
Williams, you think, is better than him?
Yes, but I
With
don't
his
know if I
limp
would
leg?
take Jameson Williams over him because of that injury that
Yeah.
happened. Garrett Wilson is by far superior over Drake London.
We
And
need
I'm
that.
gonna-
Superior over
I'm
him?
gonna say it.
No.
I'm gonna
There's
say it.
no way.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Drake London bust.
No, there's absolutely no way that that's going to be a
I'm
bust.
saying
I
Drake
guarantee you.
London
Okay.
bust.
Again, the
He-
only way he could be a bust was it would be the same reason Garrett Wilson is because they don't got the quarterback there
Mhm.
yet.
The big
That's the
body
only reason,
receivers
but that would
don't
be
make it
anybody.
as well anymore in the league. Like Mike Evans is an
What
anomaly.
about DK Metcalf?
What are you talking about?
DK
Yeah.
Metcalf has speed though, like nobody else has
He
at that
does.
size.
Listen, with the Falcons in this draft, they targeted almost every need that they did. They got a new quarterback too in the third, which
Which
was
I
absolute
like.
steal.
Which I like.
They got defensive ends. They've got linebackers again. They got the fastest linebacker in the draft. I love what they
The
did.
only
In my
thing is
opinion,
offensive line. Your
That's-
offensive line is
I was gonna say,
atrocious.
That's
they
it.
did
That's
get
what
That's
it
the
is.
only complaint I have.
That's it.
about
I'm giving them an A. I love what they did. I thought they targeted all the positions. I think they could again target the offensive line in free agency again, and instead of reaching on players. We got one offensive lineman. I know that from Georgia, I believe. But I like what they did. I'm giving them an A.
I'm not gonna hate on them too much because I mean they did take wide receiver, which they need wide
Mhm.
receiver.
Yep.
I don't think they should have taken Drake London. I'll still give him a B. I'll give him a B.
What are you giving them, Joe?
I'll give him an A.
gonna say, I'll
honestly.
give
I
him
do
an
think
A.
they
I
had-
like
do
what they
think
did.
actually
I
had a
also
pretty
wish they
solid
would have
draft.
taken Willis. I also wish they would have taken Willis. I think that would have been.
Yeah.
No, I don't like Willis. I don't. The more that I'm looking at, I don't.
Right,
I
next
like
we got-
Desmond Ritter.
Baltimore Ravens. They took Kyle Hamilton in the first
S.
pick.
Yeah,
S.
they
Yeah.
had a
Then
really
Vaughn,
good draft,
Ajabo,
man.
yeah.
I'm not even sweating for a second the Hollywood Browns gone. That deal was under the table before the draft even began.
Hey,
In my opinion, that was stupider for the Cardinals than it was for the Ravens.
Right.
It was, and I mean, we'll see Hollywood's full potential. Maybe, I mean, he's going to be a number 2.
I'm
It's-
grateful they didn't take Jermaine Johnson
Was
with
it-
their first round pick. They took a center,
Yeah.
Linderbaum.
Yeah,
thank
well,
God.
Linderbaum, a lot of people are saying that's one of the
Because
best.
Jermaine
picks in the
Johnson
draft.
was there,
Yeah.
and I was like, man,
Yeah.
that defense is going to be
So-
scary.
Jordan
Exactly.
Stout, was that the punter? I think that was the
Yeah,
punter.
It might have been.
From Penn State.
So what? The Ravens got him.
Yep.
Oh, that's fantastic. They have
Justin
Justin
Fields,
Tucker.
they got the God special
Justin
teams.
Tucker,
They
Yeah,
get
right.
David
That's
Njoku falls to
insane.
them in the second round. Love that. Travis Jones is a good pick. I feel
Yeah.
like he fell also.
Mhm.
They, in my opinion, I'm a Steelers fan, had the best draft.
Yeah, they're a scarier team.
I love what they did. And again, they're going to get a wide receiver. Maybe they try to go all in for
Yeah.
Debo. They can pick up Jarvis
Wow.
Landry.
There's
who
a
I
few
think
free
is a-
agents.
Wow.
I mean, Julio's still there. AB
Yeah.
is technically still there.
All right,
Jarvis
that's time.
Landry. Jarvis
S.
Landry.
I'll give
Yeah.
him an S.
S tier.
They had a
I
solid
love,
draft.
I love it.
Which
I love it.
I don't love it, but
I love it for them.
yeah.
I don't
All
love
right,
it for
the Bears. I
They
don't
got
The
think.
Bears.
Kyler Gordon with their first
Okay.
pick in the second round.
Mhm.
Cornerback.
So Justin
Indeed.
Fields, obviously, they got for the
Okay.
first round pick. They
Yeah.
traded, so
So where's the help for Justin Fields?
it's
at?
There
not
isn't.
there. That's the problem. They
There
took a
isn't.
receiver in the third round.
And that should be your biggest
They
need
got
for a
two
young
offensive
quarterback.
tackles and an offensive guard.
Yes.
No, but he needs a weapon out
He
there.
needs a
too,
weapon.
that's the
They
thing.
might have the weakest wide receiver
They
core
got
in the
rid of
whole
Allen
NFL.
Robinson.
They
I
got
don't even
Jones
know-
Jr. in the third round.
Which, okay, I don't want to be biased here
Right.
because they could do what the Ravens did and they could still pick up a wide receiver in free agency. That might be on
Their
the board.
option.
There's not
Yeah.
too many people in free agency
No.
though that could be like that guy. There's not,
Right? No,
like,
you're not.
they're all
You're
just
not
old
wrong.
veterans and stuff.
And
that-
it's a little bit different for the Bears than it is for the Baltimore Ravens. They have like the established quarterback already. He
Yeah.
has a game plan. They're run first offense.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields is still in this like limbo
Transition,
phase where
yeah.
it's is he good? Is he not good?
Yeah.
They should have went wide receiver in the second round because there are some guys available that I like there.
Mhm.
It's a
Early
They
C.
did
pick,
help
too.
out the offensive line. They
Yeah.
did help out the offensive
All
line.
right, that's a minute. I'm going
C.
C here. I
C.
think C.
I'm
C.
going D. I'm
I'll
going
give him
D.
I'll
C.
give him a
I-
C then. Just
Yeah,
push.
again.
We're so harsh with these.
Yeah.
People are gonna
Well,
hate this.
they're
You guys
not.
are gonna hate this, man, because you're used to looking at these projections and whatnot, these draft grades, and all of them are good. All
Yeah.
the ones I've seen are
Uh-huh.
good, and I'm like, you guys got to be realistic.
We
here
gotta
for
be
a second,
realistic.
You know what
That's
I mean?
what-
That's what we're
All
doing.
right,
man.
Cowboys.
Dallas, Tyler Smith with their first pick, offensive tackle.
Mhm.
Which was a reach
Yeah, it was.
because there's better offensive linemen there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
They took
a receiver
two
in the
inside
third.
linebackers.
Which makes sense.
I don't know.
Did they
Well,
take anything for the offensive line at all or no?
yeah,
the
first pick.
two
yeah,
offensive
Tyler Smith.
tackles,
Oh, yeah.
outside linebacker.
I mean, there's just not much to say about.
I was gonna
what
say,
the Dallas Cowboys
It's
did.
like they got positions they needed, but they're
Yeah.
not like.
Big name.
Super-
I feel
Superstars.
like they didn't get the best pick at their
right. They
the
didn't go
best
best
player at their
available
pick.
player, even at that position whenever they were drafting. And
Yeah.
I'm specifically talking about in the first round, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is tough, too, because, of course, we don't know what they're going to pan out to be. They could be the
right.
best
I
available
know. I mean,
talent.
I'm just like looking at who
Mhm.
they drafted, and I'm not seeing a ton of guys with a ton of upside.
Yeah.
Like Jake Ferguson at tight end's pretty nice, but I believe in Dalton Schultz. I feel like he
Yeah.
could be
Why,
one of the
yeah, I
top
know.
guys. So
Yeah.
like, how much of an opportunity is he even going to get?
Probably
being a
not that
fourth
much.
round pick.
Not
That's a
that
minute.
much.
I'm giving them D.
I give him
I'm going to C.
C because I mean they
I'll give him a C
average.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm giving him a D, but what does that equal? I don't
Hey,
know.
rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
Alright,
scissors.
nah, it's
Rock,
good. I'll
paper,
switch to a
scissors.
D.
Scissors.
Boom.
All right.
Texans.
Texans.
They got Derek Stingley Jr. with the first pick and Kenyon Green.
I'm
also
coming
in the
around to
first
really
round.
like that now.
I like this.
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
like
it's
this.
fine. I like it.
mean,
I think it's a good idea.
And John Mechie, who they got in the second round, wide receiver,
Mhm.
like him. The safety they got in the second round, like him.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Harris, even in the third round, like him. Like, I think the Texans had a really good draft.
Yeah, no, I think they did. And again, it's easy to do that whenever you have early picks like this. But again, I think they hit on everything that they needed to hit on.
Yep.
Surprised they didn't hit like the defensive line really that much until the fifth round. But besides that,
Right,
Dang, their
because
first 5 picks are like.
they could have done that with their first
yeah,
pick.
Yeah.
exactly.
With Thibodeau there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
Their first 5 picks were money.
Yeah, I'm not as big of a fan as Michi as you guys might be, or you might be, TJ. But they did get wide receiver, which for some reason in the back of my head I didn't think they were going to do until
They
maybe the
needed
third
it.
round.
All
But
they had
that was
Cooks and
that's a huge
Yeah.
position in need.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Dude, I'm giving them an S, dude.
An S.
Yeah.
I'm kind
I-
of surprised they waited long to take a running back in the fourth.
I can't do
actually,
that.
because
I'm
but
not
who
giving
did
them
they
an
get?
S.
Who did they get at
Damian
running back?
Pierce.
All right, that's time. I'm going to give them an A. I think they did
I'll
well.
give
I don't
them
think
an
it's S tier.
I'll
I'll
give
give
them
them a
S.
B.
Oh man,
I'm
really?
between B and C. Personally.
Dang,
Really?
dude,
Because
that's
Wow.
ripping.
because of where they're
Oh
picking
my
at.
gosh.
Like I like their first round pick. I'm coming around to like it more than what I did
Yeah.
originally.
Dude, not just their first round pick, their first
I give it a
five
B.
picks.
I give it a B reluctantly.
my gosh.
Reluctantly.
So is that a B then? I think.
I'm
well,
closer
actually,
to a C.
S-A-B. Okay. You picking a
five.
C? I'll go down to B because that was
Dang.
like B minus. B
Hashtag
plus, or
justice
A
for the
minus, B plus.
Texans.
All right,
Next.
Colts took a receiver with their first pick.
Yeah.
Good idea because they
They
need
need
a
'em.
receiver desperately. They need a number 2 guy behind Pittman.
Bernard Raheem fell to the third round, and they were able to snag
They
him.
took a tight end in the third, which I am not the biggest fan of.
I think I'm pretty sure he's like a big body guy like Mo Alley Cox is. What
They
they
still
already
have
I'm
Cox,
pretty
but-
sure. Yeah, but they're
Is
tight.
he
They've
a
had
more
tight
block-
end problems.
Is he a more block heavy tight end? Because that would make sense with Jonathan Taylor.
Maybe.
Here's the thing: they took 2 tight ends.
Dude,
They
the
took
dude is
Ogletree.
6'7", 253
Oh, wow.
pounds.
Yeah, but so why did they
That's
take
crazy.
2 of them?
Imagine having him and Mo Alley Cox next
Yeah.
to each other. Not
Yeah.
that Mo Alley's like. I mean, he had a couple good
He had,
games
good,
last
he had
year,
a few good
couple.
catches and stuff.
We know the tight ends are always inconsistent
Yep.
with how well they do.
No, they drafted 2 tight ends.
I mean, I know, but
Yeah, I mean, people double up
in the
all
late
time.
rounds that happens.
Steelers drafted 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Bernard Raheem is like the biggest steal for me. Third round offensive tackle.
So now, obviously, they lost their first round because of Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
That didn't pan out too well.
No.
Right.
All right, that's a
I
minute.
feel like it all comes down to Alec Pierce. Like, is he going to be good or is he not? That's
I'm
what
gonna go
comes
with
down to the
B.
Draft.
C.
I like what they did. I'll go B.
I'm another C.
I'm a C.
I'm so I feel bad because I'm getting like so strict with this, like looking
Yeah.
back on it and whatnot.
This is a situation where they didn't need a ton. I thought they kind of just put little puzzle
don't.
pieces
You're
together
right,
that I
yeah.
thought kind of made sense
right,
for them.
but I mean the Colts have set themselves up really good, and they're
Exactly.
a really good drafting team.
Mhm.
So we keep
Yep.
that in mind.
And they got Matt Ryan for a third round. pick.
Exactly.
Actually, I would probably bump mine up to a B.
Let's
That's
bump
what
it
I
up
said
to a
B.
B.
That's-
Let's bump
I
it
like
up
what
to
they
a B.
did.
If we're talking Matty Ice, also
Yeah.
like I'm cool with that because I thought that was going to take a
Yeah.
first round pick originally.
Yep.
Next,
All right, the Rams now.
All right, well,
You know, they don't care about draft picks. Their first pick was an offensive guard.
they had their own draft night. on the
Yeah,
first
they
night of the
literally
draft.
made fun of the Patriots because they thought, you know,
which is legendary.
their
That's awesome.
projected
I love that.
guy that the Patriots took was like a 6th round prospect or something. But anyway,
Cool,
Yeah,
savage.
I don't think any of us have like
I
a
don't-
scouting
I don't have
report on
much of-
Logan Bruss at offensive guard.
No,
all their trades that they got for these,
Yeah.
the picks they gave away panned out.
Right.
So
And
I
don't
bet
even
you
think any-
can't. I don't know.
I don't think
Yeah.
any Rams are watching this right now. They don't
Yeah,
care about
this
the
is
draft
tough.
either,
This-
right?
They don't
this
care
is
about
a
the
tough
draft.
one. I don't
Yeah.
even know.
whatever they did worked out. So
Exactly.
they're happy with
So-
what they did.
Right,
they
so
don't
this
care
fifth
about the
grade
draft.
means nothing. You guys won the Super Bowl. You
Yes.
guys did
Yes.
what
Yeah.
you came
Yes.
out and doing.
F them picks.
Yes.
You know.
F this draft.
Yeah.
tier list.
F for F them picks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
F for F them picks.
Maybe a B.
What?
If you include the trades and stuff, yeah, they won a Super Bowl giving away those
All right,
picks.
but you're talking about trades.
Oh, I
last
thought we were
year.
talking only trades like post season, like
Yeah,
like
you're
after
talking
season's
about-
over.
But that's the reason why they don't have these picks.
That is tough though because it is the reason why they have those
Oh,
picks.
man, we're talking about no, because then you got to go back for the other teams before the Super Bowl and the whole throughout all the trades.
I mean, we kind of did with Trey Lance. a
Yeah,
little
Yeah.
bit.
we did. That's.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't. Care.
I don't think that's.
This is one I don't care about.
I'm
So,
I'm
I'll
literally
give
giving
it
them
whatever.
I'm giving them an F for F them picks, not because they did bad. F them picks.
F them
They
picks.
don't even care about this,
F
dude.
them
I'm
picks.
giving them an F for F them picks.
can't
F
give
them
them an
picks.
F.
C. Put it.
F for F them picks.
I'll
put it
go
in
C.
That comes
I
out to
said
D.
D.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough to
That
judge.
is
If
tough.
we're doing it this way, that's
Yeah.
really tough to judge.
Yeah.
All right,
Chargers,
Chargers.
Zion Johnson.
Probably the man. This might be the best roster in the NFL in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
Chargers hitting heavy, dude.
Yeah, so they went Zion Johnson.
Yes.
I expected them to pick an
Good
offensive
pick.
lineman,
Mhm.
and they did.
They took
so.
Isaiah Spiller. Now I have a big question mark with that. People are saying that Austin Eckler and him are going to split, and some people are saying Spiller is going to overtake Austin Eckler,
Dude,
which
Spiller
I
has
don't
a
say
chance.
I don't
Wow.
see happening.
No.
But what do I know?
Wow.
He has a chance to be the best running back in this.
Apparently he's a third. He's a 3-down back.
Hmm.
Yeah, like the fit, it feels so weird.
I mean,
but
this
he's
could
yeah.
be like a Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. They split.
Yeah.
They both do great. I mean,
yeah, but didn't
It-
they already have that?
I didn't see a lot of his highlights. Is he a more receiving back or is he more of
Yeah,
just
he's
a
a
run
more
heavy?
back.
He's
He's a
Justin
3-down back.
Jackson or whatever.
Yeah, well, they got
He
Kelly
didn't do
also.
great. I mean, they're
I
definitely.
mean,
not bad.
it's Austin Eckler, and then whenever he gets, he does get hurt. He does get hurt.
He gets
Keep that in
hurt.
mind. I'm
He gets
excited
hurt.
about Spiller.
I am too.
I'm surprised that he's here
I'm surprised
with the Chargers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was shocked by. I don't like this is a team that could use a tight end. They didn't
All right.
take one at all.
That's time.
They have James Cook or whatever.
I'm gonna give him.
Yeah. I'm going to give
B.
B. I
B.
think I'm B. Yep.
I'm gonna give him a B for
Alright,
sure.
That's cool.
Las Vegas Raiders. They got a 3rd-round pick as their first pick, and they got Dylan Fram.
Yeah, and
the
again, this
offensive
is
guard.
this is a Devontae Adams trade, so they got Devontae Adams also, which again they really needed going into this heavy division. Who'd they pick up in the draft?
Running back, two defensive tackles,
Okay.
offensive tackle, and a running back.
2 running backs.
2 running backs.
2 running backs.
Man,
Which makes sense.
I don't hate that. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs kind of washed, eh?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he is.
I don't believe in Josh Jacobs,
No.
but
Trust me, he's
then
been on my
again,
dynasty team. He has not been good.
I don't know if Zamir White's the answer either.
No.
Nope.
But
Mm.
Devontae Adams,
Didn't get a
that's awesome.
cornerback or inside linebacker.
Yeah, I like them on defense though.
No, their defense is
I,
good.
I feel like
defense
for
is
me it was just
good.
more weapons, and then they did that by getting the best wide
They got
receiver in the
Chandler
They
Jones.
also
NFL.
got Khalil Mack, right?
No,
No, that's the Chargers.
Mhm.
They
No.
got Chandler Jones.
Chandler
It's
Jones.
him
Chandler
and Max
Jones,
Crosby.
Chandler Jones,
Like
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. Secondary would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting a cornerback.
sure.
Yeah.
Help over the top. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'll throw him in the C.
It's kind of a D to me. I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, but
are
if you-
we
if you-
talking
Because
Well,
of Devontae Adams, I'm
Devontae
going to
Adams.
I'm going to
Devontae
see.
makes
I'm
it
going
like
to see.
at minimum a
Yeah.
B.
Yeah, I'm-
Yeah,
Really?
I'll go B.
I mean, yeah, Devontae
At
Adams is
minimum?
pretty good.
Oh, yeah, but again, I don't
best
know.
receiver
With
in the
everything
game.
else that they did, no, I agree. He's a great
I feel like
talent.
we done fluffed up by doing this whole thing. I think we should have just went through it with the picks themselves.
Well,
But
they'd be
we're
bad
too deep
then.
now. We're too deep.
I
now.
don't hate B for Devontae Adams. I
yeah.
don't.
Honestly,
B.
Devontae Adams would even bump it up to an A for me. Like, he is that good. He's that
Yeah,
good.
but again,
Yeah.
one
They
piece
finally,
isn't
like
gonna-
everybody's saying it. Derek Carr finally has a weapon, and it's somebody that
Yeah.
he played with.
But Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers were together for how many years and what? Did they went to one Super Bowl, won one Super Bowl?
Well, who's
so
fault
like,
that? Devontae Adams wasn't even in that Super Bowl.
like okay, there you go. So I'm just saying, like, just getting one good player doesn't automatically bump them up to this is the greatest team.
Commanders,
Yeah,
their first
Washington.
pick, they had Jahan
John
Dotson,
Dotson.
which
Yeah.
I like.
Ah.
I like that pick. And then
They traded down a little bit.
they also, in the 5th round, got Sam Howell.
Yeah.
So,
I don't hate what
That's
they
a
did.
steal for Sam.
Yeah.
Howell,
I
'cause
think it
he's
is.
At
Yeah.
worst, a third-round
that's what I
talent.
thought.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have him projected over a lot of the quarterbacks that got taken before him.
Mm-hmm.
And they got Chris Paul.
Really?
Yep.
Did they get Kobe Bryant also?
No. They did get Christian Holmes with their 7th-round pick. I heard a little bit about him, so that could be
I like-
one of those
I-
7th-round talents.
Yeah, I like what they did, honestly. Getting McLaurin, someone to kind of, be on the field with again, getting that future quarterback potentially if Carson Wentz doesn't work out, which he won't. So, I mean, I don't hate what they did. I don't think it's
No.
the best draft, but I don't think it's the worst
They
by
pretty
far.
much smacked everything they needed.
Yeah.
Getting Dotson's good because they talked about getting a wide receiver, but
Mhm.
like how big? Like he's a small guy. Isn't McLaurin a smaller guy
Mhm.
also? So they're gonna have
But
two
he's
smaller guys
fast.
like on each side.
He's
Yeah,
fast.
but again,
I mean, it's about
that's
speed.
the
It's
thing,
about
yeah.
speed, right? It
Mhm.
definitely is. I'm not
It's
saying
about
that you're small,
Oh,
you're just not going
stop.
to pan out. But
Oh, no, I'll give him a
man.
B.
I like
gonna
that they
say-
build it
I
up.
think
I
I'm a
like
B
that they
too.
build up defensive tackle too. Like their defensive
Yeah.
line has
Yeah.
potential to be really
Say
good. but
Exactly.
A, maybe.
Don't they still have Deron Payne? I don't know.
I'm going to be.
Yeah, B.
All right,
We'll
B.
give him We'll give him a B.
Chiefs.
All right, the
Chiefs
Chiefs.
had a way better draft than I expected.
I know.
No,
Because
Chiefs went off.
they
Yeah,
went off.
they
They had
did.
like one of the best draft classes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
McDuffie, George Karlaftis, Sky
Yes.
Moore. Those 3 picks right there, big names.
You know what? I'm actually thinking this
Sky
is
Moore's
S
going to be a
tier.
top
I think
receiver
so,
now
too.
because he's on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's how we
I
It's
thought
Patrick
Sky Moore
Mahomes,
had
yeah.
potential to be one of the best wide receivers in the draft
Well,
before he
he's
went to
gonna
the
be
Chiefs.
now. He's going to be now.
Before he went to the
yeah.
Chiefs. And
They smacked everything they needed.
Trent
too.
McDuffie, corner,
Mhm.
Galaftis. I mean, they're
I'm serious.
they
Galaftis.
knocked that.
Yeah, I like
they
what they
knocked it
did.
out of the park.
S.
They also got a running back in the 7th round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying another.
Oh.
I looking back at it now, S.
Mhm.
Yeah, they really
Oh,
hit,
wow.
man.
S.
I'd be so
Yeah,
excited
for-
as a Chiefs
Oh,
fan.
I would be too.
Yeah, no, I'll give him S.
I
I
thought
would
they
be
were
too.
going to trade their 2 first rounds to get maybe just like one
Yeah.
good receiver. I
McDuffie
mean,
seems well polished.
Uh-huh.
Sky Moore has so much upside, and now that's through the
they were
roof.
getting dogged on for not doing anything really in the offseason, and now look at them.
And then Karlaftis,
I
like
know.
he fell all the way to.
Oh,
him
I know.
I know.
There,
Alright,
and
yeah.
then alongside
That's
Chris.
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Saints.
So the
Saints.
Saints
excited,
had
Chiefs.
5 picks, and they got Chris Olave in the 1st, Trevor Penning in the 1st,
Two
and
good
then
picks.
they had a 2nd, 5th, and 6th round pick.
I like their.
Mhm.
I like the 2 first round picks.
I do.
Mhm.
I
do.
really
So I was
like
looking
him.
up on Penning. It seems like a little bit of a project. Like he's not that
Really?
polished guy yet, but
Okay.
he has so much upside that it really kind of thrusted him into that first round pick.
So is it a Malik Willis type situation? Where there's a lot
Offensive
of work?
lineman. I wouldn't say like that much work, but
Yeah.
it seems like he definitely needs like a
Okay.
little bit of work with his mechanics.
So he needs polished.
right. He needs polished up a
Okay.
little bit,
Okay.
but
I'll
I
get-
think
I
it's
don't
well
know.
worth a first round pick.
I'm gonna give him a B.
I think they're a
Chris
B.
Olave was great.
Yeah, I like him.
They traded up to get him.
Mhm.
They didn't take the quarterback, which turns out now we're looking at it now was a good idea. Not that they, I guess they
I
weren't.
can't believe they didn't take one at all though for how far they were
That's
dropping.
what was weird.
Yeah.
They didn't take
They
anybody.
must just be like, all right, Jameis Winston, you're the guy this year.
And somebody said that we were crazy for thinking they're going to take a quarterback in the first round. I
It's
beg to
because
differ
of the-
because
yeah.
a lot of people were saying they
All right.
could, and I'm
Yep.
looking at Jameis
Yep.
Winston,
That's
and I don't
time.
think he can win a Super
Yep,
Bowl.
yep. And again, how heavy they went for Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna go B.
I actually really like what they did. It's a B or A for me.
B.
I'm gonna go B. I mean,
Yeah,
they don't
we'll go B. It's going to be a B regardless. We'll go B.
top picks to mess them up, but I feel like
They
right
did.
now what they did,
Yep.
I think they did good.
Yep.
This is in an ideal world. I don't think they could have ended up with two better picks.
No,
Yeah.
Evan Neal's
I
my
agree.
favorite player in the draft. Thibodeau is. I like him as much as I like Hutchinson. I like him more than I like
Wow.
Walker. Thibodeau's
Yeah.
amazing. They showed so much interest in him. I know Giants fans are ecstatic right now.
Oh, yeah, you should be.
Giants fans think that the Giants probably had the best draft, and I can't argue it too
yeah,
much.
they had a good one.
Yeah, no, they had a good
With
one.
the amount of picks they had, they hit. I mean,
right.
they
They
pretty
had
much
what
hit
did
a
we
lot.
say? 11 picks.
Yep.
11
They got a
picks, yeah.
receiver that could hopefully pan out for him because I mean their receivers just get injured
Oh, I
constantly.
know.
Right.
That's their
They just
team.
need somebody that can stay healthy.
Yes.
That's what they need.
Yes,
They truly do.
Draft a nurse or something like that. Man.
Yeah.
I give him an A.
Yeah, I'll give him an A also.
I'm close to an S2. Like it I might even say
It's
S.
hard not to.
I
It
actually
really is.
I love what
They hit the
did.
offensive line.
A lot of this is holding a lot of the
Offensive
weight is
line,
holding in the
receiver,
first round.
defense, man. Like, and they got some solid picks.
I'm cool with an A2. I'm just over the edge
Going
to an
there.
S also, which
Alright,
I don't think we've ever done a tier list before where we have more than
I know.
2 S tiers.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's
But
kind of
hey,
crazy.
Eagles, who got Jordan Davis with their first pick.
They got
They got
A.J.
AJ
Brown.
Yep.
AJ Brown, and they got
Yeah.
N'Kobe Dean in the third round.
Which
He
is a
felt-
steal.
He,
I don't-
exactly.
I don't-
That's
Yeah.
the biggest steal.
I
dude.
get his injury, but like, come
Yeah.
on, that's ridiculous.
And I was watching a draft and they were like, even if N'Kobe Dean comes in and only gives you a couple seasons, he's that
Third-
good. Where like at a third round
third round
value,
pick.
it's
It's
still
worth
a
it.
steal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's
It's
projected
still a
number
steal.
like
And
in the
this is where
first
AJ
round.
Brown
man.
went.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. They,
I think they hit, man. I think they did really well. This is another one that I'm thinking S tier, truthfully. Honestly, I
Yeah.
really like what they
got
did.
that wide
At one
receiver.
moment, I'm thinking we're way too harsh on teams, and now,
I
now
know.
I'm like, oh shoot, we're way too lenient. But
No, but look at that pie chart.
Dude,
That's
the
a
fact-
nice
I
pie
didn't
chart.
think they'd get Jordan Davis. That's to
Yeah,
be
Jordan
with
Davis
Fletcher
is
Cox,
so
man.
good.
that's-
I know.
I didn't even consider him for
Yeah.
them because I thought they were probably going to go secondary, maybe wide receiver. They go
Yeah.
wide receiver, but in a different way, established guy. I'd argue AJ Brown's a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. He's good.
Wow.
He can break
I don't think
tackles.
that.
He can do it all.
All right, that's a
Eagles-
minute. I'm
Eagles
going
should be
S.
in jail 'cause they just-
I have to say yes.
I'm going S.
I have to.
I'm gonna go A, but it goes up to an S. Everybody else.
That's okay that we have 4 F.
Next up, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Kenny Pickett.
Okay, I'm starting to like Kenny Pickett a lot more. I want to talk about George Pickens real fast. I don't know if I'm as much as a fan as I thought that I was going to be whenever we drafted him. Watch game tape. He looked slow. His route running, to me, seemed subpar
Wow.
at best.
So you think he's- wow.
I'm very excited about Calvin Austin, but he's going to be fighting with Chase Claypool to take that outside spot because
Yeah.
I feel like the guy they got in the 4th round, that's their slot receiver. They have Deontay on one side and Cam Hayward's
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
dude. As
Yeah.
a Steelers fan, you knew that
Yeah,
that was
that's
going to
the
happen.
6th round is kind of like whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if 6th round even could have been too early.
Yeah.
But
Didn't
hey,
make any-
if you're
Oh,
making like
that's
your
it.
team captain happy, I'm gonna give him a
I'll give him a
B.
B.
I'll give him a B.
B.
I'll give B too.
I'm definitely more on the side now that Kenny Pickett, I truly believe, is the best quarterback in the draft class. I hope that's no bias there, but there's probably some bias there. I've been
little
watching
bit.
a lot of tape and a lot of videos on Kenny Pickett.
I
and
just rewatched the fake slide over and over again.
The Broncos took Nick Benito with their 2nd round pick, outside linebacker.
And we got to remember.
now again, they got Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Their team's already pretty
Yeah.
balanced and
Yeah,
stacked
their
up.
team's pretty
They're pretty much
Gucci.
stacked.
and
They hit tight end, which they needed because they got rid of Noah Fant.
Yeah,
Greg Dulwich.
did pretty good there. I mean, what? there's
they're
not
an
much
A to
bad
me.
to
No,
say.
I like
I'd
the-
probably
yeah.
give him an A.
Sure, if you want.
It's
to.
hard to not even say
Including
that with
Russell Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's
A
just weird
plus.
saying A whenever they don't have a 1st round pick because they got Russell Wilson. It's not the actual draft, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're right. But again, that's a lot of what goes into the NFL draft pick. So, I mean, it
Yeah.
has to be
I just keep
included in
coming back
that.
to that. Okay, let me talk about the Packers for a
Packers.
quick second.
Aaron Rodgers.
Never in a million years did I think I would give them a good draft grade for a team that didn't take a wide receiver in the 1st round. for the Packers not taking a wide receiver.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Who'd they
Like, are
who'd
you-
Way
they
Walker
target?
with their first pick, and then they took Devontae White, also in the first round, defensive tackle, and then second round they got
Isn't bad.
Christian Watson, who's a
Yeah.
really, I think he's a really good wide receiver. He's
Yeah.
really, really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were actually able to wait. They didn't reach on a wide receiver because they all went off the board
And that's
early.
the thing. Yeah, everybody
no
was
trade
off.
up though, which
I
we
was gonna
thought
say
could
everybody
happen.
was trading up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you could say that their first pick, Walker, was a reach because Dean was there.
Yeah,
Well, he fell. So maybe not
Exactly.
him, but just Devin Lloyd being there.
Mhm.
that's the one
might
that I
have been a
thought.
better fit for them.
I like Lloyd a lot more, in my opinion. So I was surprised that they didn't take him and they kind of reached on somebody else. But
Yeah,
tough
Watson
one.
worked, but like, is that enough?
I don't think. I
Because
don't.
honestly, looking at their team, who they have, Allen Lazard, like, is he their number
No.
one wide
Randall
receiver?
Cobb.
I mean,
Randall Cobb.
1 minute.
Yeah, nah, they don't have a good receiver.
I'm gonna go C.
I'm giving him a B.
I want to give him a B.
I want to go C, but
Okay.
I don't like on the linebacker paper.
We win.
All right.
I just, I don't know.
I mean their defensive picks were good, but
I respect the fact that they didn't reach for the wide receiver.
I agree, but again, I feel like they reached on the linebacker. I think they should have got Lloyd, and that's again
Okay.
just my opinion.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's why I put them to a C.
Okay.
All right,
Now
That's
we
the
have
Panthers.
The Panthers, who took Ike Ekwonu with their first round
Yeah.
overall
And
pick.
TJ loves it now.
After some time and
it's a
some
great
thought,
pick.
I like it. Ike Ekwonu's really good.
Absolute mauler.
And then the quarterback situation, the next pick, they get Matt Corral.
In round
who
3.
I really like as well, which I think, I'm not going to call it a
You
steal,
kind of have him
but
as almost a first round talent.
I did.
Matt Corral.
I did. I really did. They didn't pick up a wide receiver.
But that's okay because they have Robbie Anderson who got 4 catches last
Yeah.
year.
Right, yeah, Robbie Anderson. That's like the biggest thing that I'm worried about. They didn't get a wide receiver, but everything else I really like. They got cornerback, offensive guard, outside linebacker, inside linebacker.
They got Brandon Smith out of Penn State, so we got to watch him play a little bit. But like, I feel like they played the draft safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played
They
the
really
draft safe, and sometimes that's good. That's good.
Kind of surprised they didn't pick up a running back.
Me too.
They got Chuba
Well, they
Hubbard
got
last
Chuba
year.
Hubbard. Yeah,
I know, but you need another guy, and
They have another
McCaffrey
guy.
obviously is going to be on the
They're going
bench.
to take Mike
one
Davis
minute.
back. They're going to get him back.
Yeah, they
maybe,
could.
honestly,
They could.
maybe.
Yep.
That makes way too much sense.
Maybe.
I'm gonna give them a B. I think
I'm
B.
giving him an A.
Yeah.
Let's give him a B. How do we have no teams in
Make
F
sure
tier? What the
you
freak
include my
hell?
A.
I tried.
All right.
It's coming.
Cardinals.
Oh my gosh, is this the F tier?
Now I don't think like the Hollywood Brown thing.
No.
but a lot of people do. A
love him.
lot of people
listen.
love it.
So I want to clarify. I like Brown as a player. I just don't think that's what the Cardinals need right now. I think they're pretty secure at the receiver position, even with losing Kirk. So I just thought there were bigger needs that they needed. I don't
know.
hate
I think
Hollywood
Hopkins
Brown.
getting hurt scared them too much.
It might have.
honestly.
I mean, it did derail their season if
Yeah.
you want to look at it that way.
So and then they get a tight end, maybe the best tight end in the draft.
Yeah.
Probably the consensus best tight end in
Yeah.
the draft. And then they addressed the need that I thought they needed the most, defensive end. They got 2 back-to-back in the 3rd round. So
Yeah.
they recovered there a little bit for me.
Yeah.
So I can't really say this was that bad of a draft for them because I
No.
like what
It-
they did in the latter part of the draft.
Yeah.
Even though I hated
This is
the
a
trade for
situation.
Hollywood Brown.
This is a situation where it starts off cold and then slowly heats up
They
throughout
got
the
a running
draft.
back, which they needed because James Conner, he gets hurt, and they got rid of Edmonds. I think
Right.
Chase Edmonds.
That's
So
a minute. I'm gonna go C. I
Yeah,
no
D.
B. I'm gonna go B.
I'll go-
D.
No, I'm
gonna
gonna
go
give
B.
Him, I'm gonna give him a B
oh
actually.
man,
And I was listening to Cliff Kingsbury, and he was just saying how their team, and it showed how their team fell off when D Hop got hurt.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
I
I get
understand it.
and
But
Kyler and Hollywood played in college
but
together. So
But you get
Is
the
Hollywood
wide
Brown the
receiver in
option?
round 2. You get the wide
Yeah.
receiver in round 3.
Maybe the
Because
college
Rondell still have
connection,
so
who
much.
knows?
Yes.
Look at Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow.
I'll
Maybe
give it a
sometimes that
B.
helps. I don't know.
I'll
Granted,
give it
they
a
haven't
B.
played together in years, but
That's all right.
I'll give it a B, I guess.
Despite hating the trade personally.
Yeah.
Bills, they got Khair Alam with their first pick at cornerback,
Oh,
which is a
that's
very good
Bills.
pick.
Yep.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Bills. Pretty
Yep.
good.
Hit the nail on the head with
James
that one.
Cook with the second pick. They needed
Yeah.
a running back. They got
Yeah,
it.
no, James Cook that's a bad pick. They could have got a
Bad
better
pick.
running back.
I think they could have got a better one.
Spiller
I
would have been
agree.
a better option
Yep.
for him. He's a similar player to what Zach Moss is. So
It's the name
or
value, I
who's
think.
or Singletary.
Mhm.
They could. It's not like he's not a 3-down back. He's
No.
not, and that's what they need. They just got another guy that does the same thing that they already have.
Yeah.
So, I didn't like that pick whatsoever. The running back, yes, makes sense. Different guy though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
their first round pick was perfect.
They got a
It was
receiver.
perfect.
Which they do need another receiver.
They
Mhm.
do, yeah.
I mean, we were talking about how Stephon Diggs kind of not fell off,
Yeah.
but again, he
Cole
just wasn't
Beasley's
as
gone.
there. Yeah.
And they have I
Mm-hmm.
can't even think of his other name, but
Emmanuel Sanders.
yeah.
Or who's the guy that did good in the playoffs?
Gabriel Davis.
Yeah.
Gabriel Davis. Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right,
I'm
that's a
interested to see
minute.
what he does. I'm interested to see.
I'm gonna go C.
There's a B or a C for
I'll give
me.
them a B. Their
C.
team's already
C.
pretty well. I think they kind of hit
Yeah.
on the corner.
Right, which was the big need. And
Yeah.
they went after positions of need.
Yep.
So I'll go B.
Rock. No, I went C.
2 C's and 2 B's.
All
Rock,
right,
paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
This is freaked out.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
I'm
C.
sitting- Okay, this is what we result to whenever
C for
we
coach.
can't. Yeah.
C for Seattle.
All right, Seattle. Another team that took a running back, which I was kind of surprised by.
Charles Cross first
All the
round.
almost all the teams that took running backs were like, whoa.
Yeah.
That team took.
Because they had Penny, who kind of went
Yeah.
off a little bit at the end of the year. They got Chris
Kind
Carson,
of.
who can't stay healthy.
They got Boya Mafe, second round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that.
And
I
they got
really
Kobe
like that for them.
Bryant.
Yeah.
Oh, Seattle.
Which that was the guy we were hoping the Steelers would take,
Mhm.
actually needing a cornerback.
Yeah.
But I can't believe he fell to round 4. I
Yep.
thought he was
I know.
definitely like round 3, like late round 3 at
Uh-huh.
the latest.
Yeah.
At the absolute latest.
The weird
He's
thing
the
was
one
they
back
didn't
at
take a
this.
quarterback because they did
Yeah.
fall. But
Charles Cross, probably, I mean, he's a top 5 offensive
Yeah.
lineman.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in complete rebuild mode.
Right.
With what they did, I like what they did with what they picked. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought there were other needs that they did not, necessarily put all their focus into, but with what they got, I like with what they got.
amen, brother.
It's like a C to me.
Yeah.
That's a B to me.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
gonna go
that,
C.
that
I'm gonna
running
C.
back pick
I hate the running back
That
pick.
ru-
That's the thing I hate the
in the
most.
second round.
I know. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
They
didn't
needed to
need it that
address
bad.
defense there. They
Exactly.
needed to address defense
Mhm.
there.
That's what I'm
With
getting.
Penny
C.
and Carson, dude, they
Yeah.
shouldn't have taken a
I,
running back
I
there.
like Cross. I like Mafe. The Ken Walker pick, I kind of disagree with this because, man, it's B. I give it a B.
Wow, you just say all that negative and you go
So-
B.
Well, the first two
Is that 2 B's, 2 C's?
with Cross and Mafe are pretty good.
I said C.
I said C.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Disgusting.
Sick.
That's C. And to finish it off,
The
The
New
New
England,
England-
All right, this is definitely an F for me. They
F.
suck, dude. I don't know what. They were literally the meme of the draft.
Yep.
Everybody was just roasting them.
So
I mean,
I think Bill Belichick is literally just trying to sabotage the Patriots now. I think he's gonna retire. I think he's like, all right, I'm gonna screw this team over, and this is what I'm gonna do.
he's never been good. The Patriots have always been one of the worst teams when it comes to drafting. Always.
oh, strange.
Yeah, they just figured they're good through free agency.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cole Strange, Reachler. What are they saying? 3rd round talent on him.
Yep.
Yes,
And then they trade up to
maybe.
get
Who was like a
Traquan
6th
Thornton,
round?
who
People
was
were
like a
saying
5th or
yes.
6th
Yeah.
round projection. Like the fastest guy. Okay, sure, nice, but we know that just because you're fast
Doesn't mean
it doesn't
yeah.
mean you're gonna pan out.
John
Yeah.
Ross.
You got to be able to catch the football.
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
I don't know. This
rumor
was
has
this
it he
was
might struggle with
this
it.
Yeah.
was terrible. I don't know. They
Yeah.
suck at drafting. They have for a long time.
It's like they tried to meme it. It's like they tried to be like, oh no way they're gonna do this, and then they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of weird they
F.
went quarterback in the 4th round. I'll give them an F.
F.
I'm
That's
alright with
that's
that.
bad. That's not a good draft.
Well, if there's got to be one team there, I guess it's got to be them, huh? We've done it, guys. This
That
was
is
rapid fire. This was our brain trying to go at about 1,000,000 miles per hour.
Yeah.
I like
I'm sure
that.
we-
A lot of
I'm sure we-
B's, a lot of B's, a lot of S's.
Yeah, I'm sure we probably forgot and missed something, so I apologize there. If you guys want to piece your mind down in the comments below, because I know a lot of people, especially
The
the
Bengals
D
are
and
probably
C
going to hate
tier,
us. Bengals saying what the heck you did.
Yeah, Bengals are definitely going to hate us for
Uh-huh.
sure.
Rams, but
Yeah.
Like, if
come
your
on.
team's in C tier, you're probably still mad.
Yeah.
You're probably,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
everybody's going to want to back their team. They're going to
You
want to
are.
back their
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
But back it with reason.
Yeah,
And
let us
we'll
know
let you
down
know
in
how
the
to open
comments
arms.
where you had your team at. If you disagree or agree with any of our placings of these teams.
That's right.
And we'll see you
More tier
at
lists
the
coming
next
soon.
draft class.
What?
Next draft.
Thank you
All
for
right,
watching.
see ya.